Something new in the Floriani Embroidery Software's Fall 2019 update is that we can now open the Pulse PXF format. And I'd like to think that's a significant enhancement to our software because of the fact that there are so many professional digitizing companies that offer Pulse PXF format. And what that means is for any person that might like to purchase a custom digitized embroidery design, we've got a better format for you to choose than simply buying your stitch-based formats like DST or PES or JEF, or of course there's many different stitch-based formats that are the languages of the sewing machines. But anybody who owns the Floriani software should already understand, and if you don't, please allow me to introduce the concept of what we call a true outline embroidery format. You see, Floriani embroidery software is about making segments, text segments, artwork segments, embroidery segments, and those segments have properties that I can control. And when you save your embroidery design to stitch it out, you simplify that into some very basic information like XY coordinates on how to move the hoop and needle information like what color comes next. But all of the segments and their properties are not saved within a PES file. And so when you save your design file and save as, you save it, let's just pretend to our desktop, as design1.waf. That is our Floriani true outline file. However, starting with the Fall 2019 update, we can also open the Pulse PXF, which is another type of true outline file. And so the point is, maybe your friend has a business or a school or a church and you don't want to digitize their logo, you just simply like to pay somebody to do it. And there are many companies that offer a professional digitizing service and can provide PXF format. So that's the thing you want to ask somebody if you're looking to get some digitizing done is, can you provide Pulse PFX format? Because it's going to be a much better choice for you than buying your design in DST or PES. Now, I realize not all stock designs are going to be available in all formats, but when it comes down to custom digitizing, you can find the right company that can offer this. And so maybe you're a small business and you'd like to farm out all your digitizing to save time. This will make it much, much more usable to you when you purchase it. And so if I say open and I browse to my desktop, I've saved a design here. I've got it in PXF format, and I also have it in the brother PES format. I'll go ahead and open it up in the brother PES format. And I want you to see that when it opens up my design, it simply opens up the colors as individual stitches. And if I look here in my, I guess this is like a little tiger paw design. If you look here in the sequence view and I expand the colors, see it says they're stitches. And of course our software gives us the ability to interpret those stitches and do what we call stitches to outlines conversion, right? You know that I can click on this, right click, and say convert to outlines. But converting to outlines is not the same thing as having the original true vectors. And if I say open one more time and choose the same design in the PXF format and say OK, it's going to look like more or less the same design on my screen. However, now when I look in the segments, this particular color is made up of a fill and a steel stitch. And those are tools that our software owns. And if I wanted to make that steel stitch fatter, I could change it from 2 millimeters to 4 millimeters or 3 or 5 or whatever number you want. And I could click on that fill and change it from a smooth fill to any number of our pattern fills. And for that matter, I could even change it to be a fancy fill or a motif fill. It's really entirely up to you how to do it. But that is the benefit of having a PXF file. And so I think it's important to recognize that starting in Fall 2019 update, we now have the ability to open up a professional digitized Pulse PXF format. And then of course, once you've opened it from the Pulse PXF format, If you make any changes whatsoever, you'll then simply save it as your Floriani WAF file, and that is always our most important format. Please always remember, anytime you make a design that you might want to edit again in the future, save it as a WAF. Then save it to whatever machine format you need. You can always come back to the WAF and make another machine format at any time. So I hope I made that make sense, and I hope you're excited about all of the updates in Floriani Software Fall 2019.